You're named as the Premier Deputy Secretary in charge of devolution. Are you just a page boy escorting the other principals in NASA?
Why? I think I'm a principal equal to the others. Being a deputy is not necessarily a junior post. Somebody has to occupy the position of president. I'm not even sure right now whether I'll take up that position. But it is an allocated position for Chama Cha Mashinani. Chama Cha Mashinani will pick the persons to fill those positions. Not necessarily Isaac Ruto. I'm there. I will obviously be at the Pentagon, that is the summit, to represent the interests and the policies that Chama Cha Mashinani stand for. That is essentially devolution.
Your bitter rival, Deputy President William Ruto, has termed your move to NASA as selfish and visionless.
Yeah, I don't know what he means by selfish, because if I was selfish, I would be in Jubilee, so that I have little problems, probably retaining the seat very easily, maybe just enjoying myself generally. My concern is about development at the rural areas. My concern is much bigger than what William thinks. Selfish because he is the one who is selfish. He only wants to amass and amass and amass wealth and wealth and wealth. And I don't know what that is meant for. If they expected me to come and be a spanner boy for others, then definitely that is not the job I applied for. Like they like banding around that William Ruto is the next president, is going to be, is a turn again for the Kalenjins. I'm getting now settled by that kind of argument. I don't think government is according to tribes. If anything, then the Kikuyu and the Kalenjin should quit contesting, because we've been alternating these things since independence. So what's all this nonsense? Are we? Is it a Kikuyu Kalenjin enterprise?
I'm talking about tribes. You've been quoted saying that you will bring into NASA more than 1 million votes. Isn't that being tribal?
No, I'm talking about where Mashinani is. I have not said I'll bring 1.5 million Kipsigis voters or Kalenjin votes. I said I'm coming in with 1.5 million votes. That is where Mashinani has gone.
Being one of the 5 principals of NASA, are you a spoiler for Deputy President William Ruto?
What is the Deputy President's stake in this? What is his stake in this country? What is his stake even in Eldoret North? What is his stake even in Nandi? So what stake are we talking about? Spoiling on what? Spoiling what? I'm not aware. Deputy President is Deputy President because we voted for him. We now expected them to implement the manifesto that we all agreed on, including devolving 40% of the resources. That's where we differed with him. We've never differed with him on an individual basis. No. He has not, although his passion for land is legendary, he has not grabbed any of my personal land. See, maybe because I don't have a lot of it, but he hasn't yet managed to come across mine. So I have no personal issues. I would probably be up with a cudgel on that basis. So what are these? You're telling us that we have personal grudges with him. I have nothing. I wish him well. In fact, I wish he could change his mind. Then I can still vote for him. If he could show some decorum and stop abusing leaders all over the country, then we would probably rethink. But look at what he's doing. All the way, even Kabogo is crying in Kiambu. All the way to Mombasa, to all these places, people are wondering why he's busy abusing everybody.
Is your move to NASA a safe one, considering you come from a Jubilee-dominated zone?
There is no Jubilee area. Jubilee is only in the minds of people who sit in Nairobi. Out there, we don't see Jubilee. We see people, and we see issues, and we see the situation Raya are in. And that is what bothers us. We also see a lot of patronage trying to be bandied around. How comes they were not able to carry their... He was not able to force his candidates in Wasingishu and Nandi. Nani Mandago was able to come through in spite of the favored candidate, which is Boseki. How comes most of the other seats, people like Keter, whom we work very closely with, were able to come through?
And there's also said that Rift Valley already has a kingpin. Are you intending to be the next kingpin?
In a democracy, those things don't quite arise. Unless as a leader of a party. I don't know which party is leading at the moment. He was the leader of URP when we formed it. But he quickly dismantled it. And that is why Kenyans are in total disarray. They decided to destroy all the parties and try to form one. Now they are delivering about 2,000 Kenyans into independent parties. Yet those people would have joined all those parties. Now, supposing in the next parliament, we have 50 or 100 independent candidates, what will happen? There will be hardly anything going on in parliament. There will be chaos left, right, and center. Alternatively, what will be happening in parliament is too much money will be changing hands, even to pass every little motion. You will have to think of other methods other than persuasion. You'll have to persuade them through other means. Even government will find it difficult to function with that number of independent candidates. But now what will happen is that people will go for personal agenda in the next parliament, courtesy of the decision of William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta to destroy political parties.
And after making your announcement, President Uhuru Kenyatta, speaking in Ngoiri, said, watu walichukua muda huo wote kutuambia tu ni Raila na Kalonzo.
And what is his problem?
He doesn't be as the
But it is still good news for him because now he knows who the president and the deputy president will be after him, after he exits in August. And obviously he wouldn't have felt any better if it was Isaac Ruto. I'm sure he wouldn't have felt any better if it was Wetangula or Mudavadi, because whichever way, it's no good news for him. I don't think he was expecting good news, unless he was expecting finally for us to say now we are backing Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. If that is the news he was waiting for, I can assure him it was not about to arrive.
Let us talk about Bomet gubernatorial race. It is now a two-horse race between yourself and Dr. Joyce Labuso. Yes. Do you think you have what it takes to beat her?
Yes, but I don't want it to be a personalized race. There are a lot of people who are pushing this thing to be a fight between me and her. No, it is a fight between Jubilee and Mashinani. I don't talk about my opponents in my campaigns. I talk about the issues that I would like done. And that is my style of campaigning throughout.
And by going to NASA, there are those ones who say that you sense defeat in the Bomet gubernatorial race.
Defeat in what? I'm not trying to run away from anybody. I am contesting the governor's position in Bomet. That is it. And I don't think in my history I'm known for running away. No, I don't run away.
What next if come August 9th, you wake up and you're not the elected governor of Bomet and NASA has been defeated?
I have no problem with that. I remain a Kenyan and I'll continue to agitate for the issues that I feel are right. Remember, I was not in parliament when we pushed for Katiba Watch with Martin Chiku. None of us was in parliament, but we pushed until parliament, a number of MPs agreed with us. I have no fears whatsoever in any direction that politics can turn.
Finally, as we wind up, where did this come from?
This one, we say we want pesa ikuje mashinani. That we want money from up, ikuje mashinani. Inyeshe, na inyeshe watu wote, the ones who are rich and those who are poor, the fat and the thin, they should be treated equally. So we want pesa ikuje mashinani. That is what we are saying. That is why you find this symbol catching up like a whirlwind. Yes,